we're gonna start from here. We're gonna start from right here. So I asked, what does it mean to be a generational anime character? Here's the textbook definition of generational. Something that is generational relates to a specific group of people born around the same time, aka a generation, or the interactions between different generations. So now, obviously, we use generational all the time. Like, bruh, LeBron James a generational player, or this and that, or this and that. Now, can we find a way to set that criteria, that definition, to an anime character? When you hear, oh, let's just use Goku is or Luffy's a generational character. Why is he generational? Can we find that criteria to why we believe that he's generational? And I'm using Luffy because we should all agree on Luffy, right?
I think
So
so.
what can we figure out a definition that we can stick to before we start going toward the next ones? What are we thinking?
Can y'all hear something in my background?
Mm-mm. At least I can.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, I mean, I think it's kind of weird when it comes to like fictional stuff because it's so subjective.
Mhm.
Obviously, a lot of these characters are more than likely going to be very well written for the most part. Um, I, I'm be honest, I really think it has to do with impact. As bare bones as it sounds, I think popularity and impact are very key characteristics to determine if a character is generational or not. Because there is like low key series that exist out there with amazingly written characters. I just
Mhm.
wouldn't call them generational because they just did not have that reach.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. So to push back on that, Riddell, real quick. So when we're talking in terms of impact, would you consider, and I don't know if he's on the list, but would you consider someone like Rock Lee generational?
He's not on the list. I almost put him on the list though. Almost did.
I would say so.
Okay, I'll just because I agree. I do agree.
Okay.
um, I do think another part of the criteria, to be fair, is like, I think this actually still fits with impact, but you can also kind of characterize it as no, it still falls in impact and influence because Rock Lee was definitely a character in terms of like the I'm not good at anything, I don't have all these powers, but I am physically a demon. I do think he's probably the poster child for that type of character for like anime fans.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
I think it's like things like staying power. How relevant are you for like how long? I think it's being put into certain categories. So, for example, for Rock Lee's in the
yes,
category for like one of the best anime fights ever. When people say the best anime fights ever, people are gonna say Rock Lee versus Gara. Like that's just gonna be one of the fights people say.
automatic. Yeah,
So I think it's being part of certain conversations as far as certain categories, having staying power, uh, and then also being part of a really big show. Like, I mean, that helps. If you
it
if you if
does.
you're one of the GOAT
Mhm.
shows, and you know what I'm saying, one of the most
Like
popular characters in the GOAT shows.
to piggyback off what Riddell said, I actually do agree with you. I don't think the writing is that big of a component.
Mhm.
I think it helps, but it's not that big of a component. I just think in short terms, you have to just be able to transcend your series. As long
Yeah,
as you can do that, however you do it, I think we can consider you a generational character because at the end of the day, it's just how much people care about you. That's why it's like I use Rock Lee as one. Obviously, Gojo's one. Those characters where it's like you go to a con or you talk about anime and people immediately gravitate them and love them. Sung Jin Woo. Those type of characters I consider like
Yeah. And depending on what random puts on here, there are some interesting ones that kind of coincide with what Ty said, which is very important for like current anime characters, is whether or not they will have the staying power and the
I
impact after. Especially a big thing is, do people care when the anime's not on? Because there's something
so
like, go ahead.
I did put a few. I tried it. I got a few older ones, mainly modern ones, and I did put a few future ones for us to have the conversation about as well. One of them I'm very curious to see. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel about it, but I did make sure to kind of put a good mix. The first couple on this list are very easy, just so that even for I believe we'll make this into a segment that whoever's watching this video will, okay, we get it. Now from there, we could have some questions in terms of we could have some conversations. Now, is what I put on there good
Can you
enough?
full screen your page
Yes,
so
I
it takes up more of the screen?
Sorry. How do I do that again?
There should be like some dots on the right corner, top right, and then there should be like 2 arrows to maximize the screen, so it takes up the entire entire window.
Yeah.
No,
There we go.
no, I was talking about on your web page, not on Restream. Because in order for this to be bigger, you have to maximize it on what the window you're doing. No, not on Restream. On the page for Canva.
Oh, okay. I was like, bruh, I'm confused, but I got you. There we go. Better?
Yeah.
There we go. My bad.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I was gonna list a category, but it might be too complicated. I was gonna say production, but that might be a little bit too like you'd have to like
I
do
think
like
that
in depth
I got no
research on
problem
it.
with that. I got no
Well,
problem
so
with that.
I give you an example. Now, this character is not generational. Maybe they will be, but
Mhm.
like if I go to Samura from Kagurabachi, the reason why I think the production aspect would apply to him, we use other examples, that Kagurabachi was struggling to rank well weekly. But when he got introduced, it completely shifted the trajectory of the series. That is like crazy production. Like when his backstory came out, like those chapters ranked extremely high. His Five Your Hero was the best stretch in the series, like, as far as like how popular it was ranking, stuff like that. But I feel like you would have to like it would take a lot. It would take a lot of time. So
Yeah.
Okay. So are we fine with the oh, do we want to add any more? I got impact, staying power, show popularity, transcendence. Let me switch. Let me make it series transcendence.
Put writing in lowercase.
Writing in lowercase. Okay.
Just to separate. I'm joking. You don't gotta do that.
All right. Anything else we want to add on here?
I think
No,
we're
I'm
good.
good.
All right then. The first one is pretty effing simple. Pretty effing simple. We should all agree on it. It's Goku.
yeah,
I
Generation.
wanted no generational. I thought let's start off with something light. Goku, no questions about it. They'll be talking about him like Riddell. Your grandkids will be talking about Goku.
No, the one we
Maybe.
talking about Aaron Yeager.
Oh
I'll
God.
take him
Oh,
right. I'll take the right. It's like
oh
you want to
God.
know the greatest manga character of all time? Right here. Here you go.
Jesus.
Aaron Yeager.
that's not.
I think the bigger question with Goku is like, is he the most generational character?
That I bro, you
And
read my
manga,
I
mind.
would
okay,
say
yeah,
so.
yeah,
You read my
manga,
mind
yeah.
because that was the question I had in my notes. Is he the most generational character?
Luffy catching them though. I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna say,
cap.
I'm gonna say it's definitely Goku. He's the most generated. I don't think it's really a debate. Like,
Luffy overthrowing governments. He catching up.
I don't think Luffy can catch up to Goku. I'm gonna be honest.
it's that weird thing, kind of like with like Bron and Jordan, where it's like Jordan just has so much more. He has like this 20-year, well, not a 20-year, well, Loki have 20-year gap, like a head start plus relevance now. It's a little
Mhm.
hard. So
Yeah, like and like Goku in terms of like how he transcends in different mediums too. Now, One Piece is trying to get there, but like video games, other kind of like merchandise, Goku too iconic, man. He was supposed to drop the main character role, but they loved him so much. He's like, nah, we're keeping Goku.
I'm
and I'm glad he didn't.
real quick. I'm surprised that One Piece doesn't have a video game like a Budokai 3. That's I love
The
Budokai 3, or it doesn't
yo,
have a Tenkaichi or something like
I
that.
mean, it does. It's called Burning Blood.
I would say Dragon Ball probably has the best, outside of maybe Naruto, has the best collection of anime games. Like that's another thing. Most people got into Dragon. A lot of people got into Dragon Ball just playing the video games. Like
100%.
who
Oh,
never even watched the show, never read the manga. They just played the
yeah.
video games. Like
And Miles, when I said by that is like a game that's as popular as those. You know what I mean? That's what I was
yeah,
saying.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. The only one that has that is Naruto.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like the
I'd
Storm,
argue
Clash
Ninja
of
Storm
Ninja.
is more popular. Like Dragon Ball Z obviously had our childhood, but I'd say from
Mhm.
the time we were teenagers until about now, Ninja Storm is.
You know, that's actually fair. I think Xenoverse probably does a good
Xenoverse 2 specifically.
Universe 2 specifically.
Two,
Yeah.
two specifically.
I think
because it
Fighters
did do
kinda-
something very unique with the multiplayer, creating like this kind of interconnectivity between different fans and creating your own Dragon Ball character, which is like what a lot of people wanted, and it also had a unique storyline. I think Xenoverse is a
Isn't
pretty
that
good
canon?
game.
Isn't that canon? What happens to
Well,
Trunks?
I don't know.
well,
Like future Trunks? Doesn't he end up there? Or am I tripping?
canon? No,
I don't know
it's
anybody
canon,
that's
but
called it canon, so I have no idea.
No, like I'm not saying like the freaking. I'm talking about that fact that that future Trunks ends up as a time patroller thing.
I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
aware of any of that.
All right
But
then.
trying to think, I don't know. I really think Goku probably will end up until the end of time the most generational anime character. I really can't think of anybody that could even touch him.
By the way, I chose this photo in particular because I didn't really like Fighter Z, but when I saw Ultra Instinct Goku in that trailer, I said, "Oh nah, let me log back in," because
people
I
didn't like
thought this
Fighter
shit
Z,
was
man.
fire. I thought this shit was
It's
fire.
technical, man. It was Marvel
No,
versus Capcom
you're right.
with a Dragon Ball skin. I was a fiend.
You're right,
I
but
was
I
a-
didn't really lock in until Ultra Instinct Goku came out, and that's when I was like, let me commit some time to this, and I was still kind of mid. But the next
Let me
one,
throw something out there real quick.
okay,
And it hurts me. Like I'm already getting hives. I'm starting to itch a little bit. Now I'm about to say this name. But considering how much they are hyping up this series with 2 seasons in, considering how the fact that they're trying to expand the universe of a series that did not need expanding, do we think Sun Jin Woo could be compy? This guy gets
no,
so much glade.
no,
That's why I'm hurting. I'm itchy. But they're really trying to create an expanded universe around this character.
for instance, Sung Jin Woo has so much ground to make to like
And he's just
Naruto.
starting. Of course. Well, I'm
I
talking
think
about
he might
years down the line.
he might be South Korea's Goku, but he's never going to be the world Goku. He's never going to
Yeah.
be there.
I agree.
That's what
Oh,
he's going to
I
be.
don't know.
He's going to be South Korea's version of Goku, and every time a fire character in South Korea gets made, I'm like, is he as good as Jinwoo? But then they know if you once you try to start putting Jinwoo in those upper ranks where he has to contend with Luffy and Naruto before he even gets to Goku, Luffy, Naruto, Vegeta, like Vegeta stands themselves like don't insult us, but not even involving us in this conversation.
Yeah, but that little kid is gonna say, "You who cares what you think about Unk? Sun Jin Woo the GOAT."
All you need is one fire. Let me stop. All you need is one fire Vegeta move or one fire Goku move, and you stop worrying about that. They don't. Mexico was literally the country stopped for the Jiren fight. They're going to drive-ins and shit and cause international incidents just so they can watch the fight. Jinwoo is never going to have that kind of motion.
I'm just saying.
I think it's a good question to ask. I have to see it because even then I'd be like, how did it get this far?
We say no now, and then Sun Jin Woo starts doing some ridiculous. Well,
So,
that
my
guy
bad.
gets ridiculously
I didn't
powerful.
say Ichigo. I just talked about the two people that came in my mind. I didn't even say Ichigo. But the next one it should be another easy one is Piccolo.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is.
You think he's
Okay.
generational?
Explain.
I think Piccolo is a good dude. We welcomed him into the Black FC party, but when I'm thinking of like generational characters, I just don't think he fits that bill. I think he has the one good fight that people go back to, Super 17, and then a lot of his interaction with Gohan is good, especially in his childhood. But I wouldn't put him in the realm of like a Goku or a Vegeta. Hell, I'd put Krillin above him, Frieza. I just don't think he has the same level of oomph as those other names.
So you don't think he's
So
transcended his series at all?
I mean, black culture kind of accepts him, so I wouldn't
But
be able to say
that's-
no. I
Miles,
wouldn't be
that's
able to
why.
say no.
That's
but-
why.
Yeah,
He's
but
like
In that
He's
regard,
like
black people are a little weird though.
But
This
you
dude-
know,
this-
no,
this
no.
dude, he's green and he's voiced by a white man.
But you know what, though?
He's
Listen,
green and he's voiced by a white
I
man.
hear you, Piccolo. I mean, I hear you, Miles.
No, you're a bot.
Like,
You're a bot. And you're racist. You're a bot,
Bot
you're
and
racist.
racist. That's his thing.
I hear you, Miles. That's why anytime someone's like, "Who's the best black anime character?" I don't name Piccolo. I go like, I don't know, Afro Samurai.
This is a good question.
However,
Piccolo,
the general consensus is
Yes.
Piccolo is the most iconic black anime character. He's just
not black.
I know what he just
He a green nigga voiced by a white man. I'm not doing that.
No, you know,
But he's still given that title.
You know something I find kind of interesting? Like I feel like it's like this weird collective consciousness. Like how did like a nigga like on the West Coast and East Coast all black? Yeah, he black, but none of us ever talked about it as kids. But we all it was like this like weird like Mandela effect. I don't know if it's a Mandela thing, but good way for you to. But this collective consciousness where we just all accept the Piccolo randomly, like when like that gotta be CIA.
That's why I call him generational. Exactly why.
He's not black.
don't make
I mean,
sense.
he is a green nigga, but I mean,
Like, look,
I was trolling, but I don't know. Like, if we're riding just off of that, then like maybe. But when I'm talking in terms of like because and I'm glad Gabe kind of brought up Rock Lee. Rock Lee has a consensus almost damn near best fight, and we're talking like more than all of Naruto's fights, more than all of Sasuke shit, Kakashi scuffles, Madara in the war. You ask a nigga what's the best fight in Naruto, they're gonna say Rock Lee. I don't know how many niggas are gonna say 17 versus Piccolo in the same regard. I just don't. So I feel like he don't. Industry Plan is a little crazy sauce, but I just don't think he has that crazy-ish
Industry
moment.
Plan is insane.
I don't think he has that crazy-ish moment. I just think he was a good dude and a good sensei.
I guess my question is, are we more likely to hear Piccolo being black or Rock Lee has the best fight?
Ty, the crazy thing is, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I feel like Piccolo.
So you know what, Ty? We're gonna revisit that. When we go to DreamCon, I'm gonna actually ask people.
You know what? This would have been a better question for the 2000s because now niggas are not brainwashed anymore. They're not as brainwashed as they were before. Because in the 2000s and the 2010s, niggas like he's black. Now I feel like niggas like, hold on a second, this nigga's green.
No, I think people are still gonna say he's black. I feel like Miles, if okay, perfect clip scenario. We have like questions and we got to see what people think. What do you agree with more? Piccolo's black or Rock Lee is the best fight? I legit
somebody should write that down.
Hour and 28:37. That's the timestamp, and yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Somebody should write that down.
I think that's very interesting for like not only content but just to see what people think. I think that is a really good question.
By the way,
all right.
If this is a clip, he's not black. By the way, to me, he's not. But but to a lot of you niggas in the out there, y'all think he's black. So I mean,
look, Ty, to play devil's advocate, I'm taking a page out of Riddell's book. It's either Piccolo or Mr. Popo. Who you want?
Pope.
Nah, we ain't taking Popo.
Like,
you know something? So, I seen someone say that
Popo.
he was based off of Indian god. I was like, yep, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I seen the picture. I was like, you know what? It don't look like that. So I'm gonna go with that.
All right, then. We good? We're going to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
All right, the next one is Todoroki.
No, he's a
No.
copy. He's literally a copy of Zuko.
He's not, but but it's so crazy. That's why we talk the writing. I think he's better than Piccolo, but he's not generational.
I feel like he got fumbled. And the only reason why I'm going to say why, Ty, that first season when they were doing the little UA competition and everything, and the story was still ramping up, people really fucked with Todoroki a lot.
Yeah.
I was hearing favorite character this. People were liking him more than Bakugo. And then I feel like as the story progressed, he really fell into that third man role. You
know what though? I agree, Miles, and I just think that the Bakugo standard is a tough one to like live up to. Like, and it is not his fault. It's not his fault that everyone just like Bakugo more in the popularity polls and things like that. Like Bakugo won all of them. It's not his fault. It's just sometimes it's like being James Harden goes to college fight. He ran to the Warriors. So it happens.
I think one thing.
Anywho,
What?
I think
Am I
I
lying?
think
You're only that nigga until you're not. Basically, is what Ty said.
I mean he's gonna let it go. Anyhow, I do think Endeavor took a lot of his narrative.
Exactly.
For
That's
sure.
what I was gonna say. I
Mm.
think Endeavor and his family storyline really took a lot from him.
But shout out Todoroki. And legit, he took Zuko's flow bar for bar.
Oh
So
my.
So like to let you guys know because you guys see it, work it. Deku did not make the list, and Bako did not make the list. Now I thought because it would have been too easy. We would have known. We would have known that he's. I'm doing this to foster debate
would it have been easy?
That don't piss me off.
Okay.
because I'm a
Thank
hater.
you.
I'm a hater of Bako, and I'll say he's generational.
No, honestly,
Deku would have been the interesting one. I really.
I think
away
that's
from
the one I'm focused on. I would probably consider Bakugo, but Deku, I don't know.
I
I'd have
think
to
he
think about it.
will be. I think the reason I say is because I think he's the MC of the arguably the best manga of this era.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think he has a chance.
All right. Next one is Asta.
This was so strange to me because I'm like Black Clover's weird.
It is.
It's so weird because the anime did well. The manga sales started off really well, then it dipped off. But Black Clover is probably as a manga that like if I'm thinking about a manga that has other manga that have around its amount of sales are not talked about the way that Black Clover is. Like Black Clover has like 20 million sales. Most 20 million sales we don't talk about, but Black Clover is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mhm.
Because
what is
it
it
was
about
hyped
that?
up to be the next Naruto. It was hyped up to be like this. And to be fair, it had a lot going for it. But
Hmm.
nah.
What do y'all think is the best arc of Black Clover? Because I was gonna say I feel like it's unfortunate the first, or not the first arc, but the Elf
The
arc
elf
in
one.
particular was its best arc and it was so early or so soon.
I think that
Yeah.
one. I think
I think it's
this last.
clearly that one.
I think that one.
Me,
But I think this final arc has potential. I actually caught on Black Clover recently. I enjoyed it. So
me personally, I like it's an anime only arc. The devil. Remember, there's like a cult.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
That's my favorite arc in the
The
story.
Devil Worshippers. I think
The
that's
devil
what
worshippers arc. That's my favorite arc in the story. And it's
wow.
the only problem is how they wrap.
Redemption.
I've never heard someone say that. I
Yeah,
mean,
to
like
be
better than
fair,
better than the Elf arc random is
It's
kind
my
of crazy.
favorite arc in the story. My favorite.
he's not generational, but we love Asta, respect Asta.
Now, I did have another question because I anticipated this. Do you think anybody from Black Clover is generational?
Probably not.
The closest is
Is
Yami,
Yami? Yeah.
but it really depends on how they finish up this manga because I don't have high hopes. So we'll see.
I think Asta Yami had a chance. I feel like if Asta had a better rival, maybe, but
I feel like I agree with
no, I'm
Ty.
not.
I agree with that 100%.
I'm not even trying to troll. I'm
I
being
also
so
agree.
serious.
I don't, but
I feel like Julius could have been a generational character.
Low key, I agree with that.
I think, but I just don't. There's
In that
just
sensei role, you know what I mean? I think he
Yeah. Then
well, I think
the
his
twist
whole
too.
thing with Julius and Lucius could have been better than it is. Simple
Yeah.
the way I can put it.
Okay. Now Kai
Oh,
said,
actually,
Oh,
Merleona is really good.
Merleona's close. She's up there too.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I think she's right there. I think she's knocking on the freaking door.
I think Asta Yami, Mira Leona, and you just said his name, the Wizard King. I got. Oh my
Julius.
God, Julius. I think those are 4 contenders for generational.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, we good to go?
Hmm?
The next one, low projection. Will Boruto be generational?
I think he will be.
So Ty, I'm gonna say no because the hate is so strong. The hate is just too strong. but I
Is that
think it
generational though?
should.
Is
I
that
think.
would that make him generational though?
Hey, I'll take my consolation win. He
Because
generational.
Generational hate.
like people hate on Barca so much that it's always in conversation. Like hate can make people talk about you forever. Like that's
I
just
got the perfect example. Shao Tucker.
He
yeah.
generational, low
Yeah,
key.
he is
Yeah,
generational. He is generational.
Um,
He's also Naruto's son. I think that's
that
kind
helps.
of
I
you
will
know.
say it depends on how they wrap up so the pre-time skip. I was always like meh. He also had people who liked him, very divisive. I think most people who read the post-time skip think Boruto is cool and he's good. So it depends on how they finish this up. I'm gonna
I
say
do,
no until I see how it wraps up.
I do have
I
two
think he will
questions.
be.
I
I
do
don't.
have two questions. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Will Boruto's love interest join him in the generational category?
No, Sarada could. The class president? Fuck no.
Hell
Fuck
no.
no.
I don't know who
Okay.
is this class president.
Sumire.
Her name is
Oh.
Sumire. She got a whole bunch of shit going for her that you got to watch the anime to see, and that hasn't been capitalized on in the manga yet.
You know something? I cannot agree with that because if she was generational, I would have knew her name or seen
All
her.
right.
I've no idea who this person looks like or heard their name before, so she's probably not.
Second question.
I need Sarda to do something. I need her to do something crazy for her to even be considered. I don't know.
I think Bartol's not right now, but he will be. I think he will be.
That's why I put him on the list. Will he be? Now, second question.
Yeah.
Will Kawaki?
No.
Probably not.
So nobody else besides Boruto will make the list?
Unless he goes through like some major development in these next couple of arcs, I don't see it. Because right now he's just the same character that he's been since he's been introduced, and he's not really pleasant when he's on the screen. He has the middle finger iconic moment. I think that was a really good moment for him. But outside of that, he's just like he's what people think Sasuke was. I'm gonna be honest. That's who Kawaki is.
That's
He's
real.
just an angsty teen.
So there's
Now,
nobody else from Boruto right now that you
there's
guys
one,
can say?
and Miles might lock in with me with this one.
Don't say Konohamaru.
No.
Oh.
He can't even say
If
his name
they
right.
pull off a crazy twist and he ends up the final villain, Amado.
I agree.
Isn't he the final villain? Because of the
No.
chapter 1 thing.
So wait, chapter 1 was with Kawaki.
Oh wait, are y'all talking about Kawaki? Who are you talking about?
Nah, Amado is the scientist
Oh,
that kind of he's the one that's given them all of these godly powers. He's the one that like made Delta. I don't know if you know like Delta, all of them. They're like androids with godly jutsu. He's basically the mastermind behind this new Akatsuki. He's the brain behind it. He manipulates everybody. I agree with you, Adele. He could. But we're on to him though. We know he's the final boss. We're on to him. But not everybody's on to him.
Oh, we see his tricks.
Unfortunately, Chakra Jesus, we not. She's. I'm gonna let that go. Maybe Lonnie's here. Maybe Lonnie could fight for her. But we're gonna move on. Next one is Maki. Is Maki generational?
She close.
I think when the anime comes out, I think she could be, but I think she could be, but I don't think she will. She has a potential, but I don't think she will be.
If they do her arc right, she will be, in my opinion.
Because we talk about Rock Lee, right? All it takes is one moment, like literally one or two moments, and then you can really be.
Plus, I think when we see this picture of her like actually drawn out, she's gonna be generational.
Then she fights Naruto. She has a whole thing in the Culling Games. I mean, well, I'm gonna guess no, but potentially she has a potential too. But I'm gonna guess no.
Maki a dog.
She is.
I think she's close. She's not there yet.
I don't think she'll be generational personally.
Okay. Next one is Lelouch. Is Lelouch generational?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm glad you said unfortunately, because unfortunately.
Yo, you been coming not
you
$2 super chat.
Super chat.
Hold up. Super chat at random. Shinra better be on this list. Unfortunately, he's not
Ooh,
because I don't think he would have made it.
ooh.
Can I explain?
But go ahead,
Let,
go
let me
ahead.
explain. I like Lelouch. I think he is put into conversation he does not belong in, and so is Code Geass in the series, put in conversation it does not belong in.
Mm.
That's it's good, but that it's good, right? You like Lelouch, niggas be like, oh, it's better than AOT. No, it's not. It's better than One Piece. No, it's not. It's better than
Who says
No,
better
it's
than
not.
One Piece? Who says
I,
better than
do you
AOT?
not know Code Geass?
Yeah, I don't know those people, but I do think Code Geass is elite.
Maybe because I've been on TikTok too long. These conversations are nasty, and I just think that Lelouch he's good. Like he's a good character. Obviously,
Dude.
he's generational, but you know he just
Gabe, are you saying that he
Um,
gets
he
carried?
no he did carry. Yes, I agree with that, Gabe. Facts, because that Code Geass
Okay.
cast is not bad. It's just not it's not
Mm.
elite. I don't think it's elite. So I
Okay.
agree.
I think
Go
Code
ahead.
Geass is elite. I think Lelouch is a top tier protagonist, tier one. So
Woo!
generational,
Top tier.
Oh my god.
generational, and I also think he
Top.
has the best anime ending of all time.
Oh my
Of all
god.
time?
Y'all see, Random. You see what I'm saying, Random? You see what I'm
Oh
saying,
Like
Random?
my
I'm not.
You see
I'm
what
be
I'm
god.
honest. Like
saying?
I'm not even hesitating. I think
Brandon,
yes
Brandon,
for
this is the
sure.
bullshit. This is the bullshit, Random. You
It's
want to
not
know
Oh
this?
bullshit at all.
my
It's not bullshit
god.
at all.
Okay, no, know what? Riddell, stand 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Explain why the ending is the best ending of all time. Because this is a clip right here.
Well, I feel
It is a
like
clip.
I feel like this is not. To be honest, I'm surprised I'm getting any pushback regarding the Code Geass ending.
You said it's the best of all
Maybe,
time.
yeah, I think a lot of people think it's the best of all time.
And they're wrong.
So
Oh my god.
I just disagree. When it comes down to it, the ending is like super impactful. It is 100% unexpected. Lelouch and Suzaku meeting each other and coming out with this plan that not even the audience knows exactly what they're thinking. All they know is Suzaku is working with him for a goal to take out the prince, who's obviously an evil dickhead. And then they accomplish what they got to accomplish. They're doing what they're doing. Zero's taking over. He eventually take over and becomes the emperor of everything. He, but we find out this is all part of his plan. And this being part of his plan not only meant that he was about to save the world, but also that he was going to sacrifice himself to do it. I think that was super impactful. It
No,
was a
Gabe.
genius plan. It was a sacrifice
Salute.
that was super needed for the one of the best protagonists of all time. It was an impactful moment and a sad moment, especially when we saw how his sister reacted to it, how she did not want this. She just wanted to live with him. But and with all that said, he did all of this and then ended up saving the world for it by sacrificing himself and destroying the ultimate evil of the Code Geass universe, finding an answer. Yeah,
Mm.
best ending of
Very
all time.
succinct. Good answer. We agree to disagree.
Hey, Gabe, it doesn't, Gabe. It doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not better than the Full Metal. It's not.
it's not. But hey, man, he's generational, and that's all that matters for this conversation.
It is, but
He's
we
Hey,
generational.
will.
but it's stand 10 toes down, Riddell. Next
FMA is
one.
top tier too, though.
Next one is Kenshin.
Attention, yes,
Is Kenshin generational?
I think so.
Miles? Say it, Miles. 10 toes, buddy. Say it.
I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back,
Ah!
You know what's
y'all.
crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's so crazy, Miles? Now that you made me doubt myself, and I'm trying to really think like, hold on a second. Is this nigga generational?
No, because
Oh,
I was really just thinking about it, and it's just like, is he the most iconic swordsman around?
I think so.
yeah. I mean, Zoro. I think
Well,
Zoro.
from a
My
traditional sword based anime
what? What?
that's
All
that
right,
doesn't have superpowers.
yeah, I'm about to say the power that is we're that we handicapping him now. It's like I think best swordsman. if I gotta have all these like extra criteria, that means you're not generational.
But
Like,
I mean,
Mm.
I'm looking at it on its specific niche. Like, for example, when I'm looking at like anime romances, there's other romances in more popular series that are more popular than a romance from a dedicated romance anime. But I can also recognize that that romance and that romance anime is like the best or most iconic or
but you
most
know
impactful.
what? I agree with that. But I'm saying when I think of like if I say most iconic anime character, people say Goku. I don't have to say most iconic anime character from the action series. I don't need to have that qualifier. I just say Goku. And so I'm saying is I don't want to put a handicap on him. To me, dims the argument for NBA generation. If I say the most iconic NBA player, most people say Michael Jordan. I don't have to say most iconic NBA player of the '90s. I have to say most iconic NBA player, and people say Jordan. So is this nigga the most iconic swordsman? If I just or
I
like
think
top
I
three,
think Zoro.
I
I think
hear
Zoro
you,
takes
but
that from him.
I'll give it to him. My only thing is, I don't. And somebody said it in the chat. I don't feel like nobody in this era is talking about, bro.
I think honestly, if I say the most iconic swordsman in manga anime, I do think that. I mean, this doesn't make him not generational, but I think Zoro will be mentioned before him.
I
I
do
do.
too.
Zoro, in my opinion, has taken the title,
But
which is crazy because his remake I've heard is really good.
Trunks will get mentioned before him. I think
Trump. I actually agree with
I
that.
didn't even think about
I agree. I
that.
agree with
Trunks
that.
would probably get mentioned.
Wow.
You might argue Guts might get mentioned for him. Maybe Guts. That one probably is a little bit closer,
no,
but
I think Guts would too. I do think because I do think
Would
with like
Sasuke get mentioned before
dedicated.
him?
No,
No,
Sasuke is not.
as a swordsman, no.
Okay,
I
just
do
asking.
think there's something to be said to dedicated niches. Like for example, when you talk about like
Boxing or sports anime.
yeah.
but you know what though, Riddell? But if we go off the correct, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. But we're talking about transcending. She had to transcend the niche. Transcendence. Like, does he transcend?
That's what I'm judging. Can't does he transcend his niche? And I just don't know. I don't think he does actually.
I mean, I'll say, I'm gonna go to Google. Say top anime source. See what Google say.
He's
If
gonna
I don't
be.
get,
He's gonna be there.
then maybe.
They might put him at one. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like for people who've watched it, usually put Kenshin 1. But if it takes someone has to watch it, like does that yeah, I'm gonna be
But
honest.
you
I
know
don't
what,
know.
bro? Is Mihawk mentioned before him? Mihawk?
I'm not gonna
Low
lie because
key.
Ask AI told if mother y'all gonna trigger me.
What?
If Gintama, if he's not generational, Mihawk damn sure is not generational.
No, I'm not even arguing. I'm just asking if people were to judge the who are the most iconic swordsmen, would y'all think Mihawk be mentioned before him?
Hell no, I'd slap him.
I'll be honest. Oh, $2 super chat from Angie Carr. She said, Usagi and Ash better be on this list. I don't know who Usagi is, but I don't know if I didn't make the list, so random made it. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm back now.
I'm glad Google validated me. How do we feel about Afro Samurai?
That's an anime.
Yeah.
That's an anime.
Because
I look at his impact mostly from being a black anime character, to be honest.
Now,
Yeah,
Afro
which, I
Samurai
mean-
should be the most popular black anime character.
Rengoku?
You know what? Demon Slayer is getting up there. Actually, we talk about most iconic swordsmen.
I'm be honest. I'm gonna say no go on the generational.
I'm gonna say
I do
no.
think he will be forgotten as time goes.
Oh, Ichigo.
You know what's a perfect
Yeah.
comp? You know what's a perfect comp for Kenshin?
Who?
What?
Kenshiro from Fist of the North
Is it a
Star.
North Star?
Yes.
But I think he
Nobody talks about him.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on a second.
I think only
No,
real diehards talk
No,
about
but
him.
you want to know my pushback, Riddell? The Nani. That like he has a transcendent meme though. That
He does have a transcendent
every
meme.
anime person knows that meme. The Nani with the screeching noise and the person's head explodes. Everyone knows that.
I think the only thing that really stands out from Kenshin is like the reverse blade.
I'm about to
That's
say
the
I
name of that.
wanted to show y'all something when I was looking at the top anime swordsman. I don't know if I can be big screen or not.
Because what you call it? Omaiwa Shinderyu, that got popularized because of Kenshiro. That's his
All right,
shit.
so y'all looking right? Okay.
No, you're right. The meme is huge.
We got
I'm not gonna
Kenshin
lie.
at 2 as the top anime swordsman. And then when I
From season
scroll,
1.
Me.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
bro. How could a nigga we've never seen do anything be number 1?
hey,
That
but
don't make
that's
sense.
part of being generational.
Do I have to really cope with the fact that Mihawk is generational? Like,
I'll
a nigga who hasn't done nothing?
tell you
I
this
don't
right
know.
now.
I'm gonna say no on Kenshin.
Yeah, I guess. Oh man, that's tough. He's right there. He's right there. But
I agree.
So all this is telling me is that
What?
I should have made a second. We might have to do this again with more people. And this time I'll get it from the people because I didn't think. Some of these people was like, damn, I didn't think about it, or I thought it wouldn't be that much discussion because people will be like, oh yeah, this person is generational. Let's keep it pushing. All right, the next one on the list is Yusuke Urameshi.
we can't see it.
Is he generational?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I think so.
Spirit.
Now,
good, man.
he's generational because people like that he beats women. But you know,
Wow.
no, I'm saying niggas be like, oh,
No, you're gonna clipped out of context. Just for that.
Wow.
No, bro. When people talk about Yusuke, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you know, he'll punch her. Oh, it doesn't care if you're a
$2
man, you're
super
a woman."
chat. $2
You know
super
what
chat
I'm
by
saying?
Angie. Usagi is Sailor Moon, and any Joe stars on the list. All I will say is that there is a JoJo's character on the list.
It's
didn't know
Dio.
I want to fully explain
Okay.
myself because
No,
Yeah.
you're out of context. No,
I
'cause
would not consent to getting cut out of context for this. But I'm saying that when people talk about Yusuke, a lot of times they're hyping up that he fights girls, bro. A lot of niggas be like, "Oh, he equal rights, equal fights." I'm like, you niggas, y'all are vicariously living through him, and it's weird. So a lot of these Yusuke fans are
I don't
they
know who
want
you meet because I've never heard that before in my life.
yo hands rated E for everyone. Kai, that's exactly what they be saying, bro. Facts. Y'all not tapped in, bro. That's what they be saying, bro.
Apparently, man.
That's
Also,
all they talk about.
Usagi is generational for sure.
Okay. The next one on the list is Mao Mao. Will she be generational? Riddell.
It
My
really
opinion,
depends on.
my opinion, real quick. I think she will dip her toe in there, but she won't make it. She'll be real close.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know if she's gonna make it.
She just won't. From what I've seen in the manga, she doesn't have what traditionally would make somebody generational.
What is
Yeah.
she from?
Apothecary
Apothecary
Diaries.
Diaries.
She's the MC.
Yeah, I watched a little
Problem
bit.
is,
I like Mao Mao, but I don't think she'll be generational.
like, she doesn't even have. Remember that moment, the Frieren moment, where she tells Aura to kill. She doesn't even have that. Now she's great. She does a lot of things. She just doesn't scrap, and I think that's going to be her downfall. She's not going to make it, in my opinion.
I don't think she needs to scrap. Like for example, Shao Tucker, all he did was just kill his, get his daughter, make her daughter experiment, became generational. But I just think that you need a moment in your series that propels you.
That could definitely help. I think Mao Mao. You guys heard me. After watching 2 seasons, I already think she's a top tier, one of the best female anime characters I've seen in my life. So, depending on how much larger they can go in scale in terms of what she offers politically now, if she creates a consensus where people go like, "Who's the best female character in anime?" and they say Mao Mao, then yeah.
No,
but I don't know if that would happen.
Now, from my knowledge of Apothecary Diaries, there should have been 2 moments which should have been true. Which I guess the story wanted her to maybe enter that generational tier. Remember from the trailer, Riddell, when she drinks the poison, and then she wipes her face, and then she just tells the crowd of royalty, like, "Yeah, this has been poisoned," and she's in like that. She has the face, all that. They really wanted that for her to be generational, and that wasn't. And the other one is when she tries to go stop the assassination and she gets beat by the guard.
Okay.
That was another one where the anime wanted her to be
I
generated.
do think probably the biggest moment is when she ends up with the prince.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. The
You know
manga
something
we're not
else?
there. Yeah, go ahead.
This should have been a criteria. We should have said meme ability. Because honestly, if you can be like, for Gojo saying, nah, I'd win, that changed JJK as far as how I talked about. Like, for Rodney Kaizen, nah, I win, that meme went like triple platinum. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think meme ability, I think that's also part of like being like an iconic generational
Wouldn't that be
character.
part of like
Yeah.
series
Live.
transcendence though?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's just a more specific like more
Mm.
specific transcendence, like aspect of branch of transcendence is how memeable you are.
Living rent free. That's how
Yeah,
great the moment is.
All
Shout out,
right.
man.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I want her to be, but if like I say this, Riddell, if there's one of the two between Frieren or Mama who's going to be generational, it's going to be Frieren, and
Well, I agree. I think it would be
it
free.
should be both, but it's going to be Frieren. Next one is Tanjiro. Is
Low key,
Tanjiro generational?
yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately.
I'll be
yeah.
honest. I have no idea, and this is why I say this. Demon Slayer is super popular, but
Is it because
considering
of
how
Tanjiro?
it's like, is it popular? I feel like Tanjiro is not equating to how popular this series is.
I think he
And
is.
I mean, I think he's obviously the protagonist, but I don't know, man.
To
I
be
don't know if people
the
rock with Tanjiro as much as like how popular this anime is.
but I think that low key he gets a popularity tax though, right? Like what Demon Slayer is doing numbers wise is like unheard of, and he's at the forefront as a protagonist. It just by sheer eyes and how much people will talk about Demon Slayer, he's going to be he will be a recurring topic for generations because of how popular Demon Slayer is. It's just
I just don't, because I hear you. I'm not mad at what you're saying at all. I'm just like, I feel like I don't hear people really gas up Tanjiro. Like, sure, they might cosplay, but I don't feel like people like really talk about stuff he does in the series, talks about his character. I just don't hear the Tanjiro conversation at all. I don't
um
know.
Demon Slayer is kind of weird because I hear a lot of people just talking about Demon Slayer, but not really specific characters.
Exactly.
Like not, I'm saying it's like not really specific characters. Oftentimes they just talk about Demon Slayer, but I think that over time, a lot of kids growing up, this is their low key going to be one of their staples of their childhood, like how Naruto was for us, how Dragon Ball was for the previous generation. Kids are growing up with Demon Slayer, so and it's this mega hit. Movies, manga sales are like unheard. Yo, Demon Slayer about to pass Naruto in sales with like 20
I'm with
volumes,
you.
bro.
In
Like
terms of
it's just
exposure, like it should, but I don't know if people are going to be connecting to Tundra like we connected with like Naruto growing up and Naruto's journey, and then Luffy as well, and then Ichigo for different reasons because he has a different narrative. I'm just like, I feel like Demon Slayer is a generational anime. I don't know if Tundra is a generational
I think
character.
it is.
I'm just unsure. I just don't know. I don't know if people are going to care about Tundra that much. Like low
I I,
key.
I would
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say low key for a different reason. I think Nezuko has a really good chance for
I
a
think
different reason.
Rengoku, Nezuko. But now I would say that there was this point in time where people were talking about who was the most pure-hearted characters in anime, and Tanjiro was on top of all those lists. When people talk about pure-hearted anime
Fair.
characters, kind anime characters, he is one of the first people name. People name him. If pure heart, they name Goku. They name Deku. So when it comes to, like the nicest and kindest MCs and characters, he's in that conversation, and I've seen that a lot actually.
I agree to that part. Him being very nice and kind.
Yeah.
Uh,
$2 super chat by Angie Card. Alucard and Hashirama are generational.
I disagree. I don't think people know enough about Hellsing. I don't think the Hashirama is generational. Well, actually, let me think about that.
Well, I will say this while you think, Riddell. Ty, the way I said it, I think Tanjiro is one of the best representations of lawfully good, like a lawfully good
Yeah.
character, in
Yeah.
especially in the modern. There's there's just there's just nothing you can really say that is bad about him, you know. And he's a good person. He cares about his people. He's willing to go up and over. Like somebody said, his fights are usually pretty good to great. He's just really good. But
He was
that's
talking
the
about.
problem, Tanjiro.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know if
like
you heard my.
I stepped away. I just came back.
so people say Inosuke. I think Inosuke maybe from memeability in terms of a character. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Miles, basically, I said the reason why I don't know if Tanjiro is generational is because I don't think he gets talked about, praise, anything like that as much as like how Demon Slayer, considering how popular Demon Slayer is. Ty made a good point. Exposure wise, like he should in all argument. I just don't think he stands out enough to like fans to where like they care enough about him to talk about him from generations and generations. So I think Demon Slayer is generational. I just don't think Tanjiro is generational. I think that's probably where I'm at.
I think he's generational, but barely.
So to me, I don't think he's generational, but I think there are some Hashira and some Upper Moons that are.
Mm-hmm. Akaza
Like
is generational.
I think Akaza is generational, and I think Kokoshibo is
Generational.
gonna be generational too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I low-key think Nezuko might be.
And I think Rengoku is.
Yeah, Rengoku. I think
Do you
Rengoku has the best argument so far.
Yeah.
do you of all the Hashira, do you think oh my god, what's the sound Hashira's name?
Uzui, Tengen,
You think Uzui is
Rengoku.
not generational?
It's
Oh, do I
Rengoku.
think he is?
Yeah.
I mean, he has that iconic fight tag. I think he's close. I still got Rengoku higher than him though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was very interested. He was one of the characters I was very interested to see how you guys feel about Tanjiro. Now, the next one, I think after this, we start going into the villain side. The first one is Toga. Is Himiko Toga generational?
Nah, but she tough.
That fight with Uraraka was elite, and I stand by that. It was an amazing narrative they were telling.
I agree. I just don't think she's generational. I don't think she's generational though.
I don't think so either.
I agree.
Oh boy. Okay. Next one is Cell generational.
Yes.
Yes.
I think
Easily.
pretty much all the Dragon Ball villains are generational.
Yeah, Dragon Ball villains are just too iconic. Like
Zamasu's generational.
Dragon Ball Z.
Black Goku is not
Oh,
Zamasu.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So all three are you just saying Majin Buu all together, or is there specific version?
All three of them.
All three.
Whichever one you want to pick. Like
Yeah, nobody
Literally.
ever talks about Evil Boo.
Oh yeah, other than Evil Boo.
are you talking about the black one? All because he's black. That's why.
Oh,
That's
Damn, they hate the black man.
That's crazy.
All right, you know what?
all right. The next Cell is my favorite Dragon Ball villain of all time. I love Cell. That's why I'm so mad they did him dirty in Superhero. Let's bring him back, man.
He's my favorite too.
He's my favorite, bro.
He gets a little boost because the freaking abridged has
Cooked for him.
funny as fuck.
Oh, Makima. I think she will be.
I'm about to say, is Makima generational?
I think she will be. Yeah.
I think she will be as well.
Especially
Miles?
when this gets animated.
Happy birthday!
When
that birthday scene. Oh
yeah, when that gets animated, it's gonna tear people's hearts out, bro.
I'm still waiting for Power to come back, by the way. It's like never happened.
All right. The next one is Shishio.
From
generational?
Kakaishi? Oh, snap. It's OG. No, he's not. But it's OG.
You said Kakashi.
No, this is
I'm
this is
thinking,
Kenshin.
What did you?
Oh my
This is from
god.
Kenshin.
You know what's
I
so
was like,
crazy?
He said Kakaishi.
You know what's so crazy? He looks just like the nigga from Kakashi. I'm tripping. Hold on a second.
Shout out Shishio. That was my main on Jump Force. He's not
man,
generational though.
Yeah, he's not.
I
Yeah, he's
love
not.
I love everything
I ain't
about
gonna lie,
him.
bro. I saw the bandages and I was like, wait, that my nigga from Kakashi?
All
Shout
right,
out
then.
Kakaishi, man.
That's a damn shame. I thought one of y'all would fight for him a little bit more, but it makes
Maybe
sense.
Lonnie if he was
Nah.
here.
Koto Shishio. Shout out, man.
Mm-hmm.
When your sword
All right.
don't work, set everything on fire.
Facts.
Next one is Zeke generational.
No.
I feel like he could have been,
I
but
feel like
I don't think he is.
I feel like okay. I feel like his beast type form is.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That
You know
is
what I'm saying?
interesting. I'm not mad
Like
at what you just said
the
there.
beast type low key is generational, but Zeke isn't.
Nigga, when he talked for the
Bro,
first time,
yeah. I think the beast
yeah.
titan is generational. So I guess technically yes, but only when he's a monkey.
Only when he's a
Dragon
monkey.
Zeke got no aura. Like, just zero.
Okay.
Also, like Irwin's speech ties into that, which is a generational speech. Like
I agree.
monkey.
And then we also got
Zeke is
Levi, who's also, I'm gonna be honest, generational.
Levi versus Beast Titan is one of the people talk about one of the best anime fights. Him getting his ass kicked. Like Monkey Zeke.
So, like, it sounds like the Beast Titan's getting carried by other generational characters to be generational.
Also him. I mean, listen, man. Most people talk about the Rock versus Guard part. They're not talking about the parts that Guard dominated. They're only talking about when Lee took his weight off. Let's be real, right?
Thank you, Kai. Thank
I'm
you.
So
I
you're
tell
talking
niggas
about-
all the time, Gara was steamrolling that nigga. But y'all don't want to talk about
Rock Lee Guard dominated most of the fight, and people only talk about the weight drop and the hit lotus. Like this is be real. So for
Because
Beast
it was
Titan,
dope. Yeah,
I mean it was, but Beast Titan when he threw the rocks and got his body slit up by Levi, made
They don't
generational.
they don't talk about when Rock Lee was still unconscious, hand
I
ready,
mean
ready to
that
scrap.
too. Okay, again, yeah, they do. They talk about Rock Lee weights off, hit lotus, and him losing. They don't even talk about they don't even talk about him getting his bones broken by Guard. They talk about the fact that he got up. Like you know what I'm saying? They don't even talk about the fact that he has bones broken. So Beast Titan is iconic. Is generation because he talked that one time he got slid up by Levi and threw rocks.
Shout out Rock Lee, man. Shout out the Beast Titan too.
All right, next one is Dobby generational.
could have been, should have been, but didn't.
He got like generational, like he has like all the makings of a generational villain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe if he's like the main villain of a series, like of a different story.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
but he's like in that like I'm almost there, but I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
See, I legitimately said if I'm gonna put Shoto on this list, Dobby also has to be on this list.
Low key, maybe if he would have died and it would have been like that type of narrative where he just went out like a demon, that could have helped his case. But
are you talking about like when his family all tried to save him and he still dies anyway?
No, I'm talking about he just went out like a demon and just never turned back. And he was like, you know what? I'm never forgiving you. It's death or nothing. I'm just saying that would have like resonated with people. I'm not saying his ending is bad. I'm just saying that it's just such a crazy moment. It would have stood out.
Once again, everybody, real quick, because I know y'all saying this. I'm putting people where I believe that there is a conversation to be had. We all know Madara is generational.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so that's once again,
Indeed.
We're trying to figure out if these characters are. I put two on there. They're kind of nope. I put one on there for sure. That was that was consensus, so that you guys can understand what we're talking about. Okay. I'll make a part 2 one day if we have to, because I still got to do the anime drip part 2. I figured out I like 10 more that we can have a conversation about. But
Brandon, you be hating on the drip though.
Some of the drips out, it's horrendous.
No, because you think the Naruto orange and black is bad drip.
That is bad. The fact that he puts the stage mode freaking trench coat on it, and it's immediately a better outfit. It's a better outfit. If matter of fact, I've heard not just myself, but other Naruto fans say it's better. It's
But
probably
just
his
because
best.
it's better doesn't make the original bad.
I'm gonna say random. All you said was that he put more drip on drip. That doesn't like.
Yeah,
I mean,
facts, actually.
All I'm saying, he put a trench coat on, in my opinion, and all of a sudden that outrageous drip that he was wearing for the second half of the story became viable. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. Bro got his shins and ankles showing. What we talking about?
I've always been on the mindset. It doesn't really matter how it would look in real life. Does it look cool on the character? And that's how I.
It does. It don't not. Mm-mm.
Oh well. What's the next one?
I like it more than the kid one though. The kid one though is, don't talk to me, bro. All right, the next one is Yoshikage Kira. Is he
That's
generational?
no.
That is the one JoJo's character who made this list.
You're a bot. No.
Please. So
Dio would have been generational, so we would
as
all agree
someone
on
that
that.
doesn't watch JoJo's, I hear a lot about him. So
Who, this guy?
Yeah, I hear a lot about Kira.
He's a good villain.
He's a good villain, but he's not generational.
I feel that.
Okay.
Kai gonna say yes. No, Kai, he's not.
Yeah, Kai, come
Now
on.
maybe in a similar situation like the Beast Titan, Killer Queen might be generational.
Hey man.
I will say how he tricked the kid and like that moment was crazy.
Kai, I got a proposition for you. I'll shoot the link down if you want to come and defend this Kira take of yours. I explained why he's generational. If you're down, let me know. Angie, Angie, I just didn't. It's the next list. I just didn't know which one to do. I just didn't want to, because my problem was the first edition of this list. I had too many Dragon Ball characters on here, so I was like, let me get them out. So I had the second one. But
what would have been interesting is Joseph.
Joseph almost made the list.
Because he has so much influence, but I would have to really think how much it influence. Because he's a weird one. He's considered by like most JoJo fans the best Joestar. Yeah, a lot of JoJo fans think he's the best from protagonist, and he's in like so many narratives for like part 2, part 3, and part 5. I don't know.
All right. So the next one on the list is Malty from the Rise of the Shield Hero. Is she generational? Miles, I did this one just for you.
Hey, if we said hate is generational,
she looks generational.
She might be generational.
Wait, is she?
But like,
I think she is?
That's the one where they literally call her bitch for most of the series.
Because her big thing is she did a false accusation on the protagonist, and that was like a hot topic when it came out.
That's when season 1 Shield Hero had people.
Will be a hot topic in 10 years.
Yes.
No.
See, all right. This is my thing.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Randomly lying. No.
No. The only reason I'm saying yes. No. Hold on. The only reason I say yes is because I know the other stuff that she does.
But I don't think people.
But the series fell off already. To most people.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Nobody talked about it. And I think what she did, like false accusation stuff, is like crazy. I feel like most people don't even know her name. I just think they know what she did. They don't know anything about her.
She's literally. She's not gentle. This is what I'm gonna say because Sauce said it. She's basically the Isekai reverse Flash. She hates the MC and will go out of her way.
Really, I feel like most people have no idea, one, what her name is, and two, anything about her character.
I don't even know her name.
Like, I think her action is generational. I don't think the character is generational.
Random. I know her by bitch. That's what everybody calls her.
Yeah,
I don't know her actual name.
I know she has 2 names. I only know one of them, and I still call her bitch because that's what the show.
I don't even know that. Wait, do they call her that in the series?
No,
yes.
In the series she's called bitch.
Yeah, I didn't know
Because
that.
after they found out about her false accusation, that's what everybody calls her.
Yeah, she
Dang.
deserves it.
So $2 super chat by Angie Carr, as that Skull Knight, Dragon, and Garp generational.
Garp, polar bear.
Garp. That's
Okay.
pretty much all I got. Dragon,
All
maybe.
right.
We'll see.
Dragon, polar bear.
All right. Next one is Isabella generational.
She's like in
I-
that. To me, she's kind of like Dobby. It's like she has all the ingredients to be generational, but is she?
all
talk
her
about it.
ingredients is in season 1.
That's
After
that's all she needed. She was fire.
I agree. She's attached to. She's the main antagonist to what most people consider at least a top 3 season 1 of all time.
I about to say,
Is that enough?
bro, I ain't gonna lie, but it doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not enough, but mind you, the standards aren't really like super high as far as like you don't need a long resume. You just need to be, you know what I'm saying, a moment. Yeah, I mean, Rock Lee had one fight that people refer to. Like, let's be real. So I'll
Everybody
probably
else?
say no. I'll probably say no.
Miles?
Let's say.
I was like having a heart attack while that was happening. Who's the character?
Oh, I thought you were just joking.
Yeah.
Isabella.
I'm only gonna say no just because I don't think she had enough time. I don't think a season's enough to like leave the long-lasting impression on the audience. I think for that season it was like, whoa. But after that she kind of like fades away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. The next one is as death generational.
No.
No,
Nah.
but I'll be honest. Very few. I'm not a waifu guy.
Yes,
But
you are.
Steph almost got there. She almost got me there.
If Lonnie
on,
was
Riddell.
here, he'd be trying to fight all of us right now.
Riddell, I know
trying to
what you
fight
are,
all of us.
Riddell. I know what you are.
Well, I'm definitely not a waifu guy. So, but there's only two female anime characters. Like, you know what, man? I like 1% of me sees it, and that was
Okay.
Death and Yoruichi. Other than that, nah.
But I'll say,
Angie's
gonna unsubscribe. No.
Yeah, Angie's 10 toes right now. Defend your girl, man.
But you know what?
What's there to defend?
People do say that she is in that finest anime character conversation. She is in there.
And everybody like the way she treats Tatsumi, man, people would dream of being in the scenarios he was in.
Yeah.
We good on that.
No, when she was on that bed and she only had a shirt on, nah. It was
You know what? Her looks are pretty like she is like a lot of niggas. She is generational from that standpoint of like how most people think that she's attractive in the anime community, and most people talk about her as being one of the finest anime characters. I actually do see that a lot, actually.
Generational baddie,
low key.
Okay, we good?
Maybe she got it. Generational waifu.
All right, the next
and she
one.
does transcend a Kami ga Kill, to be fair.
Next one and the last one. Will Muzan be generational?
Not unless they change that ending.
I think so, yeah. We're going off the hate being generational thing. I think he had a pretty good over the course of the story as being like a villain everybody would call. And then when they all switch and hate on him after what we all read. Yep.
Plus the Demon Slayer popularity tax. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Everybody hates the baby so much that he has to be generational. He just has to by default. Everybody thinks it's like the worst ending, or at the very least one of the worst endings of all time.
If the movie fixes that ending, my goodness, man.
How do they do that though? I don't think that's possible.
That's probably why they need the 6 years, Miles. They gotta cook something up.
Yeah, all right, bro.
6 years to rewrite an ending.
Yeah, all right, bro.
All right, fellas. That's it. That's the last one. I want to do this again, but I think that was pretty interesting to give you guys some people who almost made the list. Krillin almost made the list. Um, Kakashi almost made the list, but I thought Kakashi was gonna be unanimous. Um, what's his name? Minato, Naruto's dad, was gonna make the list, but then I decided
Oh,
I don't want to put too many on there. And then what was it? Rizy from Chainsaw Man and Power was gonna make the list as well. Those are just some of the few that came up.